Hi, I'm Ted from The Devil's in the Detail. For those of you that haven't watched the episodes of this M4 being detailed, I thought I'd give a quick explanation of what I've done to it. The car initially just has its normal wash and decontamination routine, and then it was brought into the light room and I decided to start on the interior. It's white leather, and obviously with an open top car they do get grimy, so all the leather was steamed clean. I used Evan for leather to agitate the dirt up, and then steamed the dirt out of the leather into a microfiber cloth. Once that was dried, I put some leather balm from Furniture Factory on the leather, and when that had gone off, I put G-Technic leather guard on all the leather in the car, the armrests, door cards, everything. Made sure all the carpets was washed and cleaned, and where necessary the dirt was extracted, and that took care of the interior once the dash was cleaned and all the normal stuff. Then we started on the outside of the car. The outside of the car was heavily orange peeled, and in the light room you could see by looking at the reflection of the light that the orange peel was giving a frosty reflection. It looked very, very nice, don't get me wrong, it still looks good, but they can be better. So I decided that I was going to try and remove some of the tops off the orange peel to just make it a little bit more crisper and more reflective and get more depth from it. Now, I promised the owners that the car would be better than it came out of the factory. Now, by removing some of the orange peel, I know that it is better than it came out of the factory. But to remove it without wet flatting, I decided to use a combination of wall mops on rotary polishers, and spent a long time going over the panels, to remove all the scratches and the deeper scratches. You can use the wool longer and harder because it runs cooler and you're not creating as much friction. You've seen that I masked off all the lines and the pinstriping so that the wool mops didn't damage any of that. When I was satisfied that I got the scratches out, and by removing a lot of the scratches, I knew how much of the orange peel I was taking down because there was some deep scratches. So automatically at this point now, I've levelled it out to a degree that I was satisfied with, and then went on to orbital polishers using microfibers and foam to do a medium cut and then a finer cut. The finer cut sharpened it all up and give it more depth. Once the paintwork was finished, I used the Geon Synchro product, which contains Mohs and skin. The Mohs was applied 2 coats, and rather than do a coat and then leaving it 1 hour and then giving it a second, I actually left it overnight before I did the second coat, so that I knew the first coat was cured before applying the second coat, and then after that it was followed by 2 coats of skin. So the paintwork's protected now for, I would say, 5 years if it's washed correctly. The glass, I used Geon View. I've not used that product before, but if it's as good as the other products, then I expect it to work well. The wheels, caliper, shock absorbers, springs, you're probably seeing that I steamed all on the underside of the car, all the plastics, everything's like new, and I coated them with using G-Technic wheel armour. And basically, other than your normal interior detailing sprays and stuff, I use Geon at the moment. That's what what's on the car, and as you can see behind me, it looks lovely. Um, you know, I promised that I'd make the car as good as I can. The front bumper I've had to wet flat to get some of the staining out, but it has got a lot of stone chips as well. So in the future, it probably benefit from having the front bumper painted. But these cars are bought to be driven, and it has been driven. And you've got to expect some of this gravel rash. But overall, the car looks beautiful. Really pleased with it. And I'm now going to do a walk round with the camera and let you have a look at it. If I get the opportunity at a later date, I shall put it out in the sun and we'll see what sort of reflection we get off the sun. But I'm expecting it to be beautiful. You know, it looks beautiful in here, and when they've got it in natural daylight with the sunshine, it should look stunning. And which is what I aim for with every job. So thanks for coming along with the journey if you've watched it. Those of you that do watch it on the YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe and like button. It helps the channel grow, and it means the world to me that anybody watches these videos. I'm not very professional at doing these videos, and I've got no intention of employing somebody to come round holding a camera and edit the videos. You know, it is what it is. I'm trying to show the work and what we do, and you know, for me, that's what I wanted, or my intentions were, just to show how we create the art that we do. So anyway, I'll leave you now and give you a walk around the car. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you learn a few tips on the way, then that's great. You know, this is what it's all for. And plus it gives some understanding of how to look after your car a little bit better. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.